All right, gang, we are back for episode 12 of the 50/50 Showcase. My run through of 50 level 50 characters that I have on City of Heroes Homecoming, the Excelsior server. This is Himalia. She is a plant nature Leviathan controller. She's my second controller that I'm running in this set. I'm planning on doing a total of 50 characters, but 5 from each of the various archetypes, with the exception of Stalkers and Scrappers, who I do not have any of. Himalia, she is really focused on support, a lot of healing, a lot of regeneration, uh, providing a lot of buffs to the team, all kinds of different powers, which you'll see as you take a look at her nature set here in the mids build. And of course, she's a controller, so she's going to be able to control, hold stuff, immobilize things, um, confuse. Those are kind of the big three because plant control, um, it's a really powerful set, but it doesn't have a lot of control options. It's pretty much, a one or two trick pony, to be quite frank about it. Anyway, let's take a look at the build and we'll discuss. Okay, here is Himalia's mids build. Kind of point out some of the things I went for, sort of the theme, the idea here. As I mentioned, try to get a bunch of regeneration, healing, support tools. Um, with plants and nature, it's pretty much a standoff, stand back type of combination of powers, controls, and support. So you're going to see a lot of my character standing at a distance, dropping some patches like life-giving spores, dropping spirit tree nearby for regeneration, some PBAOE clicks like overgrowth, wild growth to buff allies, throwing out your carrion creepers patch at range, standing back, spewing bile spray, throwing out roots, throwing out seeds of confusion, dropping water spout, just keeping things at a distance, buffing my allies, within my immediate area, plus dropping some support type of patches nearby. If you take a look, I went for a lot of recharge on this build. 131% is my total. That's because I want to make sure I get these support type of powers like wild growth back as quickly as I can. If you take a look at wild growth, it's a great resistance to like everything type of power. Plus, it provides some regeneration. It's going to give 18% resistance to myself, allies, regeneration 133%. And I've got the recharge down on that to under the duration. So 70-second recharge, 90-second duration. In other words, it's a perma ability. It's going to be up and on all the time. So that's one of the big buff powers that she's going to be throwing out. Life-giving spores, that's a patch that does healing over time as well as gain in endurance. I've actually slotted it for endurance. Some of that is kind of for the set bonuses, but I've already got tons of healing and regeneration on this build, so I went with something to give some endurance boosting to the team as well to help, help out with that. So you can get some endurance, you get some healing out of it. What else we got here? We got regrowth. That's your. It's kind of a forward. It's a weird heal. It's a forward-facing cone. So I got a set of doctored wounds in there. Wild Bastion is one of these PBAOE absorb healing over time. So you click that, you explode out some buff. Recharging that one is 73 seconds, duration 60 seconds. So it's close to perma. It's gonna be one of these every spawn type of powers that'll be up. I've got overgrowth. It's pretty fast recharging as well. 77-second recharge with a 60-second duration. So that's nearly perma as well. That's a big to hit buff, endurance discount, damage boost for the whole team. You throw out creepers. I've got that slotted just with some detonations in order to give myself some resistances and defenses, because that was something else I wanted to make sure is that not only can I support the team, but I've got a ton of, survivability with smash lethal and in this case cold resistance. And that's with all of my incarnate stuff activated and clicked. I've got capped smash lethal, near cap on cold. Cold's not super popular damage type, but I've got it. Um, Defenses overall are not that great, but with my ability to get all these regeneration and heal powers clicked and activated, dropping the spores, patch, dropping the spirit tree, which I've got the panacea, hit point, endurance unique in there that'll actually pop hit points and endurance for your allies as well. I know a lot of people don't believe that or don't know that, but it's a PvP recipe, and it's one of the only ones I think in the game that actually you can put into something like Spirit Tree or other like patch pseudo pet powers, and it will fire not on itself, but people standing in the patch. So I've got lots of things like that, lots of ways to heal, lots of way to boost regeneration, absorb, damage resistance. You also have the Spore Cloud to hit, debuff, minus regeneration, minus damage, toggle. That's gonna, improve survivability as everybody around that target that you have put that on is gonna have a debuff of 22.5% of damage, a to hit debuff of 35%, regeneration debuff of 150%. So that's great to throw on like a tough, AV or something like that. I've got the Coralax pet. I've got the Fly Trap pet. So I got a couple pets I'm throwing out there. I've also got the Sears pet down here from Incarnate, so pretty pet heavy if you kind of count carrying creepers as a pet and spirit tree as a pet as well. That's, technically, I guess, five pets. So this character just has a lot of ways of supporting the team. And then you throw in, stuff like Seeds of Confusion for, its bread and butter, every spawn, confuse power. I mean, if you take a look at the stats on this one, it's confused for almost a minute. I mean, come on. You lead with that one, spray confusion out there. Oops. Uh, it takes care of the mob for the most part. And then I got Entangling Aura. I've only got a single hold endurance unbreakable constraint, one of the purple sets in this one. But this is an auto hit power. For some reason, the devs in Homecoming made these aura holds like this one and the one in Radiation just auto. It's basically an easy auto control. So I put the unique, that's right, yeah, I put the unique purple set in there because it has the highest, base values of 33%. And I plus 5'd it on my build, so that's actually going to give me like 41% endurance and hold. So just anybody who walks near me that is not a boss, minions, lieutenants, is just going to get held. You don't even have to try. It's got mag 1, mag 2 holds. It's a piece of cake type of thing. Throw that out there or just have that on. Anybody gets near you is pretty much going to get controlled. Vines, I've got that as an additional AoE control. So you got a decent amount of control. You got a ton of regen. You got a ton of healing. You got the to hit debuff, the damage debuff. You've got a bunch of pets. I've also picked Clarion just to make sure I don't get mezzed in the whole mess of things. Add it all up, high survivability, great team support, buffing controller here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the build with a couple of solo missions, and then we'll see if we get some sort of team action going or jump on a team. Hopefully not as crazy as the one I was on last night with Ogum. That video I posted was just nuts. I really didn't get a great chance to narrate or talk through it because it was just nonstop chaos the whole time. So sorry about that. Hopefully, if you watch to the end, I do go back and circle back with the build and talk about it and slow things down a little bit. All right, let me go ahead and get some stuff going for you. All right, here we go. This is Himalia. She is plant control, nature, affinity, I think it is, which is a great buff set for defenders, controllers, and masterminds. And then Leviathan, which I don't know how many controllers take that one, but I kind of wanted to go again, sort of this natural theme. So I picked Leviathan Mastery and I grabbed a bunch of the powers, with the exception of Hibernate. I'm not a big fan of either self reses or things like these oh, what do you want to call it? Invulnerability powers. Because I feel if I'm dying and I need to res, I can get either use awakens or if I need to hide like that, well, I haven't done my job. So I'd rather take another power that actually can survive and not have to die, resurrect, that kind of thing. But I went with the bile spray, the water spout, and then the pet and the shark skin armor. Water spray's or water spout's a good pseudo control as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and summon the pet. Now, overall, I don't think this is a great solo build. I mean, it can do it, but it's more designed to support, help a team out. Let's go ahead and activate my assault. I haven't played this character in a while. Buff up. Go ahead and grab some of the creepers. So they're just kind of stand near this guy. One click will hold because the hold aura is also triggering. So she's just sort of a slow melting down of enemies. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Do this. Release the Kraken on these guys. Sit here all day and just chew away at targets. I didn't really build for damage. There we go. All done. Big old group over here. Turn on my little heal and endurance. Guy's still confused over there. One nice thing about having a lot of buff support powers like this is I can keep my little wispy pet alive. Alright, Creepers is up again. Go ahead and buff up. Gonna go ahead and Creeper. Guy's still confused over their shit. I don't know if this overgrowth boosts creeper damage. I imagine it does. So I just kind of stand near these guys and they just get controlled. I've got reactive on this guy or girl, and I've taken the assault double hit proc, kind of boost my damage. With that and containment, I can actually put out some decent damage on these guys. Just as I said I can keep my wisp pet alive, it's dead. Let's trash my wisp again. Throw out some more confuse. So plant control's pretty tough, just mainly because of the confuse. But the spore burst is not too bad either, as far as just a single. I don't think I took spore burst though. Usually I don't. Just kind of skip it. It's not, make or break power, although it is better than it was. It's auto hits, I think. I think it still is. Um, sleep, but with all your damaging powers, it pretty much gets broken right away, as most sleeps do, so it's not the best. Taking some damage. Break out my tree. So it's kind of a slow, lazy, sturdy build. Got tons of ways of just healing, regenerating, keeping my endurance up. Clarion seals or fills your hole with preventing mez. Throw out seeds. Put the buff, debuff on these guys back here. Drop my tree again if I need some more regen. It's a lot of damage over time. Chewing away. Done. Only trick I think is remembering to shut off your patch toggle and your debuff toggle when you don't need it anymore. Bust out the Coralax pet just so you can take a look at that. Little fishy thing. It's fairly weak, but you know, it's another pet. Buff it up. One thing about Confuse is that some people, I don't know, haven't heard it too much lately, but it lowers your XP because the confused enemies are damaging each other, so you don't get credit for that damage. So you lose a certain percent of your XP income. But I think you make up for it just in the clear speed. The fact that you're just safer and don't have to spend as much time healing, that kind of stuff. Let's see, maybe I can try to round up two groups. What do you say? Let's give it a shot. Preemptive heal patch. Do that. Gonna confuse these guys. And then I'm gonna pull these guys with back off, throw a heal out there. These guys get closer. Relax is taking a beating. Don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Use my. You can use your res as a single target heal on this set, which is nice. Poor guy's getting beat up. He's back to full now. Pets to come back over here. Pull this guy. Oh. I like your pukey power there. Can do some knockdown. The range on the PPAOE hold is pretty solid. So yeah, as I was saying, your res power, which I usually don't take, because if people are dying, well then they're not trying or somebody did something stupid. So I usually don't take it unless it has some, useful benefit. So rebirth, you can use it both as a res and as a single target heal, which is a nice little addition on this build. I just gotta, or sometimes I'll just forget to actually click it, but I've got it. Oops. Wanted to make another little that. This. Buff up. Oh no, full salvage. Come on. Forgot to clean out before I started. Done. So, real safe. Not super exciting. Gets the job done. I don't think I was ever in danger there. As long as you preemptively, I think, Clarion or break free or pop luck or something like that, you can survive that initial wave of whatever might come your way. But a lot of the stuff gets soaked by creepers or by seeds of confusion. If it kind of, runs past those things or escapes them, you've got your entangling aura that's going to snare it. So it's, really safe, can hang back. You don't got to get all up in there and stuff's flying all around you. You can scan the field, keep it in front of you. So it's a nice build for that, that play style. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause, get another mission going, and then see about getting some sort of team action. One thing I was just thinking about, if you wanted to actually get the recharge enough to make something like Overgrowth and what was it, Wild Bastion perma, because I'm pretty close to those right now. Simple, quick ways, if you have a base, is to just go in there and use the empowerment station and make one of the increased attack speed recharge boost. It's like a 20% boost, costs 3 pieces of salvage. I think one of them's uncommon, and the duration's an hour, I think, 75 minutes, something like that. So to boost your recharge another 20%, that would pretty much get the recharge of those other two powers down to just about perma, if not for sure perma. I didn't do it, but as I was thinking about my salvage being full, I kind of thought about that then. Speaking of full salvage, if you're ever full of salvage and don't have a chance to make it to the market, or you forgot to do /AH in your command prompt, you can. Don't forget, you do have Vault Reserve, instant access to another 100 different or 100 little slots here, so you can open that up and drop these things to empty some of your excess stuff. I just got a bunch of junk laying around here. So I'm going to throw some of this into storage. If I've got 5 or more of something, I'll just drop it over here. Can always sell it later or craft with it. There we go. Just got rid of 20 pieces. Any more of this common crap that I can move? Nope. I don't know if I fill again. I still got 60 slots over here. All right, let's go ahead and I bump this up to +3 times 8 just to, test this controller to see if, hey, can she handle the same stuff my blasters and my brutes were doing. I don't think this is going to be a huge problem. I might have to break out my incarnate pets. That'd probably be the easiest way to guarantee. Because I have the Sears. Go ahead, boost this up. And you can do a preemptive heal spray, by the way. Let's kind of get them clicking with. All right, let's do this. Gonna lead with that. Start throwing out the pseudo pets. Hopefully the pets don't go and aggro a bunch of crap. Ooh, purple recipe, nice. See? That's so cool. Let me see which one it was. Gravitational anchor. Well, could have been better, but can always convert it. Right, done with that. Buff up again. Big empty map. Are you guys coming? There they are. Hold these guys. Oh, I was gonna try to hold those guys. Finish this guy. This guy's taking forever to kill. 54 boss. Alright, guys, get down here. Oh, great. Alright, kind of aggroed a little bit prematurely, but it's okay. Alright, what? Why am I moving so spastically? Alright, where are you, plant? My stealth is in my sprint. I like the rogue confusion power that you get for 7 days of roguiness. Stacks nicely with my seeds. Go, leveling up. And done. Again, very safe, even though I aggroed. Didn't get stomped. I got mezzed quick, break free out of that. Once clearing was up, I put that back on. Not a problem. Even those guys are 54s, whatever. You do have a few options as a plant control and nature lover. Biggest challenge is making sure your heel is directed in the right direction because it is forward facing cone, but it's pretty wide cone, so if people are sort of off to your side, you can still get them. If I'm facing this way, I'll miss, so I have to direct it, make sure I hit. So it's got what, roughly a 90-degree. I don't know the exact dimensions of it. I'm missing like a beast. Come on, pet, where'd you go? Let's get the creeps out. Curious to know if creepers damage and such gets buffed by overgrowth. Don't know if they ignore buffs. One thing you can do with Entangling Aura is slot it for damage. Pretty sure that still works. At least it used to. Although now that it's sort of this auto hit, I'm pretty sure it still works though. Get the pets back out. Buff up. Single target this guy. So playing this build is kind of like a nice lazy stroll on a Sunday afternoon in the park. For some people, that's a nice way to spend your day. For other people, it's not fast enough. On a team, you'll see her really be able to shine as far as just keeping people alive, keeping the team going. It's an interesting little test, right? People got right up in my face, and now they're regretting it. You just got so many little pets and things that you throw out there that, I think it's kind of cool because it does sort of feel like nature's protecting you. It's vines and creepers and things just surrounding you. Little fish pet. I don't find myself having to do a lot of proactive inspiration use either. I mean, you could easily make this into a more damaging set. I probably wouldn't do it with this combo, but certainly plant as strong as it is. Team with like something like Storm, forget about it. I'm gonna drop my little health patch up there and go. A lot of extra people over here. All right, let's get the creeps out here. Cash register's going off now. Whoa, what was that? Stunned, huh? There you go. I mean, that could have been dangerous. I mean, it was, but this character has a lot of quick, fast recovery. So even though when shit hits the fan, she can turn it back in her favor really quickly. Like that. Pop an inspiration just in case, but It's more just to make sure the pet didn't die. I'm being a little bit more aggressive than I should, probably. Should be more like, toggle pulling or something. But it's trying to show that even if you suddenly get overwhelmed, you can quickly throw out enough heals, recovery patches, endurance, absorb, that you're immediately back in the fight. All right, there we go. That was the 2 solo runs. I'm going to go and see if I can get a team going. All right, we're getting a team together here. Over. I'm going to give these blue siders a chance to join us. We got oh, Ember Flash wants me to save a spot. Okay. Okay, you asked nicely. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just filled. I think we're off. I think we just filled that 54 times 8 team. Vile Venom wanted the last spot. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Check out the info. We've got Maiden Heaven, a level 50 character. We've got Clown. Vet level 100. Come on, guys. Incarnate. I mean, you know, level 14. I don't want a bunch of incarnates because I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be an utter total curb stop. And we got like 5 already. 6. All right, well, prepare for a boring curb stop, you guys. I was hoping to get, I guess I might need to be a little more, yo, give me low level noobs only. All right. Well, I don't know if this will be interesting to watch or not. Hidden office. I mean, we just buffed ourselves to the gills. So what do you think's about to frickin' happen? I really should limit our incarnate shit. If I wasn't recording this, I would just frickin' kick all these people. Well, not kick them, but you know what I mean? I would stop recording, just play, and then start again. Uh-oh. Somebody got too big for their britches up there. The hell? Okay, let me get my shit together here. And there's a chick back there. Oh, I see you. Oh, pesky little... Oh! I see how it is. Could use some backup here, fellas. Getting freaking wrecked by this mistress here. What about the stuff that's not in the cave? Let me guess. A bunch of pie holes go down the effing cave. There's a bunch of bosses up here wrecking us like fools. Jesus. Alright, so I'm gonna get a bunch of overconfident frickin' 50s. Jesus Christ. Alright, maybe. Alright, I hear I was expecting a curb stomp, so I didn't go crazy with. Is the clown gonna rescue us? How about odd? The clown survives against the carnies. Was getting punked by some Psy from at range here. Alright. I could res, but these guys are right on my ass. And I don't have any green. What if I can jump over the side? Alright, somebody's ATTing us. There we go. Bile is too dead to accept my res. Alright. That is the chick that was doing us up. Okay, is it safe to go down there now? I guess so. I don't know. I think it's safe to go down now. Yeah, so here's a great example of when a bunch of overconfident, incarnates just go charging in, just figure they're gonna tank, not tank and spank, they're just gonna obliterate everything in their path. Team splits up, go against type of enemy that is harder to take out than just your standard council. And smush. Alright, I guess I have to pay more attention what the hell's going on. Hey, remember, this is not a solo damagey build, so don't leave me alone with a couple of bosses. It's just going to trigger something. All done. All right. Consider that a test run, right? That was my first team mission with this controller in a while. Let's see what else we got. I know I got some more crazy crap. Raid the Rickety base. Nah, man. Nah, we're tipping. We're tipping it. Want to raid a Rickety base. See, they were expecting just some regular old radio and got tipped. Yeah. The challenge is higher. Let me get my pet out here. Pets. F it, I'm bringing them all out. I feel we're going to need some more. I'll turn on my, or activate that. Got a couple of solo artists on the team. Those are my favorite types. Not really. Alright, this is going to be a shit mission team. These guys are as much glory hounds. Alright, this is not like a team whatever thing. Got a couple of solo artists going to run around. Because, you know, they're all a bunch of badass incarnates. You don't need anybody else's help. This is why I think I'm going to run 4x4s the rest of the tests of these showcases. So just run like level 54, that's plus 4 missions, teams of 4. And that's it. At least there's some challenge in it. I mean, last night when I ran that crazy shit with Liquid Remy there, you know, it's wild and nutso. But it was fun because everybody had to contribute. This is just a couple guys charging ahead. I think I played with that stalker before he did the same thing. This is more prevalent blue side, by the way. These glory hounds are running around. I guess I'll take that TP. I'm not sure. don't know what the fuck's going on here with these guys. Like our scrappers in prayer over here. Anyway, I'm trying to showcase this build. You know, it's strength as a support combo, but it's kind of hard to do that when we just are going incarnate crazy and people are just charging around soloing the whole damn thing. All right, that's two. I guess I'll finish up the run just to have it for posterity. What else we got here? Mission. Blogger's Reign of Terror. This is a standard tip. Oh, my salvage is full again. This is sorry, standard radio mission. I like to mix them in there, right? Throw people off guard. This is standard radio fare. Yeah, anyway, my own personal pet peeve. I don't like getting a big old team of incarnates together unless you're actually doing some strike force or incarnate content. If you're just running regular old trash missions or whatever, having a bunch of incarnates in your teams just makes it boring. I mean, I don't need to use the dang power here, really. Don't worry, guys, I'll get this one. There you go. Finish that. Theo, hey man. Glad you could join the team out front. Trying to see if I have any experienced temporary power. There they are. I knew I had some. Click that. Get that extra vet XP. So yeah, like if you have a team together and you don't actually need to do anything, that's where I'm like, what's the point? I mean, any one of these incarnates, myself included, could just solo this thing. Done. Woo! Exciting. I'm basically just playing as a secondary blaster. All right, my last one. I'm going to do this one, the Blogger's Reign of Terror. Yeah. See ya. They're probably bored as hell. Sorry for those of you guys who may see this video and are bored. That's the problem. You kind of get just a pug together. You know, a box of chocolates, you don't know what you're going to get. But I hate when I get 4 or 5, 6 incarnates on a team at the same time. It's just a joke. I mean, look, these guys are already all in the mission. $10 says that they're already in there killing shit. Because that's how, you know, people roll. Let's see. Yep. All right, hey guys, I'm glad you joined the team that I started just to fucking clear it all while I stand here and do nothing. Not sure what these heroes are doing here. I don't want to talk. I mean, look at us, guys. A couple dudes are just soloing, while the rest of us are at least trying to stay in together, but not really. So he's gonna res. Hope I'll let someone else deal with that shit. All right, GJ, guys. I'm gonna end it with that because that was total trash. I mean, I was bored out of my effing mind there. All right. All right. That was it for me. See ya. Thanks for joining. Lame. Let me get out of here. I should have stayed red side. Anyway, I just find that that type of play style, that type of team, if you want to call it that, is much more prevalent on blue side, where you get overpowered incarnates all jump on a team together and they just curb stop everything. You know, if there's a higher level team forming, you might as well maybe grab one of your mid-level people, low-level people. I'm assuming if there's somebody going 54 times 8, they probably already got it handled. I don't need to bring my biggest, baddest ass kicker. Or if I do, I might just kind of, hold back on some of the incarnate stuff. I don't know. But that whole team, there was like, what, two level 50s getting their incarnates. There was four or five actual incarnates, and then you had one person, I think that was under 50, maybe two, something like that. And the ultimate thing I can't stand is when, especially it's your own missions, and you're inviting people to join you to team, and you get on the map, and there's already one or two, three people already down the hall, clearing the whole freaking way. Hello? Some respect, please. If that's what you want to do, go solo submissions. I'm not here to see your size your e-peen. Anyway, that was lame. Sorry about that. I'm going to end it here. Hopefully, you got, at least from the solo stuff, that this combination of plant, nature, Leviathan, solid controls from range, a lot of patchy kind of stuff, a lot of stuff in front of you. And then you've got the buffs from nature. Nature is a very strong healing, support, regeneration, absorb set. Not a lot of debuff at all. All you've got is what? Corrosive enzymes. That's it. I think everything else is some sort of buff power. So if you want to be support, helping your team, this is a great combination to put together. You can also get a decent chunk of damage out of it. When I went with Leviathan, the water spout, I can use that to help debuff, mix things up, gives you some more control. You've got the bile spray, which has a little bit of knockdown toxic damage in there. And then you've got your pets doing all kinds of damage, and just put a lot of procs here and there if you need to. I don't have it on this particular build, but you could put a bunch of procs out there. Mostly I went for just healing and recharge. Uh, just trying to support. All right, that's the end of the vid. I'll post this up, and hopefully you enjoyed that and got something out of it. Thanks for watching.